Everyone, we are back with the worst of the worst tournament for Dead by Dawn. We have two new teams here now, Dream Chasers versus Value. We are going to see Dream Chasers on the killer first, and they are going to be playing a Ghostface set. Soma, how do you feel about these teams and the Ghostface set?
I mean, I'm very interested to see, especially with this build coming out. I've never seen someone use Coup and Force Hesitation on Ghostface. It's very interesting to see. He's already trying to catch someone off on early rotation, but he's not having much luck doing so.
Yeah, I mean, if you need coup and force hesitation, what does that say about you as a player? Needing to use those perks to get downs because you can't get
Yeah,
downs regardless, and
a
needing
little
that
bit bad
floods of
M1
rage.
mechanics. I don't
Yeah.
know. But we're going to see them in play. Oh, he sees two people. Let's see if he can get an injure. Oh, and that's a quick injure on a Braxel, taking Chase down bottom.
Yeah,
Let's see if he's going to run into another active gem with scratch marks ahead of him. I don't know if this is the smartest move.
it looks like
Oh, it seems like his team's
Abraxel is
rotating
not
up.
using his eyes. Definitely not using his eyes and just running into the killer there and getting cut off again. Is Abraxel looking where he's going? There's a Ghostface cutting you off, brother.
Dude, I don't
But
know if we need coup with these chases, but that's just me personally.
yeah, I mean, and also we see floods of rage. Just say you don't have game sense, and you need to see the survivor's aura. Yeah, first hook coming in is going to be a pain res. We don't hear a scream, so the survivors actually did have comms, surprisingly, to get off that gen and not hear the scream across the map. So we do see Ghostface rotating up the map, seeing if we can catch some survivors out. And we do see Adam receiving
Whoa.
the gen. He actually is using his eyes, unlike a Braxel, managing to see the Ghostface, but not before he was 99.
Just a little late there, just a little late. Slowing the reaction time, but that's okay as he made some distance. Now Braxwell is getting pulled off the hook, so our Ghostface is going to go back. He's in floods of rage because he lacks game sense, but that's okay. Not everyone's there like that. He's going to be rotating to catch off the unhooked player. Let's see if he can find a Braxwell and get the tunnel out, or if he's going to go for the... I'm pretty sure it was... Oh, it was the lore that got the pull, and he's not going to commit. Get a little bit of stock. Going to go back and look for a Braxwell.
And
Now
Braxel
Braxwell's still not looking around himself. Oh no, is he going to be tapped up?
did not leave the area. Braxel, I guess, wants to be tunneled out because he's just choosing to stay in the exact area he was unhooked from. We get this Ghostface has no game sense, already needing a hit tank coming through, and they are going to drop this God Pallet. Man, this is off to a quick start for a Ghostface set.
Yeah, this could go really badly. Oh, with the fog vial, will he be able to make any distance? It seems like he's still trailing them both, though. I don't know if Abraxel made it away. Looks like he did, so now we're going to transfer on to the Laura Croft here, maybe get another pain res to get a little more slowed down. Oh, and there's the God Palette coming in. Seems like our Ghostface doesn't know how to back up from these stuns.
Yeah, I mean, Kumi is just here face fucking the pallet. We are gonna see the first gen pop as and the second gen pop as we do lose tunnel out, but Laura is running back into the killer saying, "Hey, chase me. I want to get down." But they make another pallet. Are we gonna see them run into again? No. And we
And
are
we
gonna
are
see
not using check spots. We're just vaulting for fun today, guys. Let's see. Where are we going to take this hook to? We didn't even need to use Coup on that down.
Yeah, I don't think
Oh,
Team
we see
Value has
that.
ever heard of check spots. I think this team needs a new prescription on their glasses because they are not paying attention to what's going on in this game right now.
Oh, I don't know if this Adam is ready for the insta down coup de grace. Let's see if he can still get the M1 mechanics at this God palette. Oh no. We are just standing in place for fun. It's like we want to get down and put on hook today.
Yeah, I mean, just getting another down. This is insanely fast for a Ghostface set. These survivors are not playing it slow at all like you are supposed to for the Ghostface set. We actually see, was that a pain rest hook? I wasn't paying attention. I was looking to the side, distracted a bit, but we don't see the pain rest hook going through. We
That
still
means
have
everyone's
3
working
stacks.
gems.
Yeah. I mean, Team Value is just wasting all the time in the world while Kumi is just getting the downs
Oh.
on them. And once again, as I've said before, Braxel needs an re-up on his prescription because he cannot see the Ghostface.
Oh, we're just running back into the killer again. It's like we just want these downs to come in. We're gonna get a fast tunnel out here maybe if this chase can't last, especially with 3 stacks of coup de grace. And Abrax will make it around. Seems like he's doing a pretty good job, but this is not the strong spot. We hear the Laura. Okay, we're not really sure what we're doing on either side right now. And we're using the fog vial to make something happen, but of course it was just a poorly timed fog vial, you know, just not the smartest move here from Abraxel, but that's okay. Not everyone is as talented. But we're gonna get a quick hook here. Maybe we're gonna get back to that Laura or find the Adam again.
Yeah, I mean, I think Kumi got a little lost there. Might be needing a bit of a map to try and find the survivor. But we do see another hook coming in on the Braxel as the survivors do reset across the map. wasting even more time. They could have been cranking gens for this time that Abraxel was in chase. But Kumi is just going to break all these pallets because we know if you're running Ku, Force says you can't play around pallets. You need to break them and get them out of the way.
We're stalking just the generators, just, in case we need to insta down the generator later. But we're just not sure where the serves are because, the lack of game sense, needing Floods of Rage still in the build. Just going to be pushing up the map, stalking walls, just not really sure what we're going for. But maybe we're going to find someone by being a little lucky today. And we're going back to Hook. Still no one on the rotate. And we're letting the Survivor reveal us as well. Just doing the most right now,
I mean, yeah, Kumi really showing that they don't have the game sense, just hoping the Survivors will run out in the open in front of it. And we do see that as the Survivor does run into the open right in front of Kumi. Will they give the unhook for free? Can they get the body block through? No, they did not play enough body blocking practice. They can't even body block the smallest corridors, giving the trade for free. And we are going to be on to Abraxel. The thing is, he has no pallets in this area. And he's not going to take the win. He's just going to be followed by the Ghostface and go down. It looks like his teammates did not call what was dropped. I mean, it's not too much of a shocker seeing from the teams in worst of the worst, as we do see a Mori come out and a kill already at 3 gens. Man, these Survivors are really messing up here.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad, but I mean, just the way they don't know how to call out for each other, and we're still not getting the tag with coup de grace on the Adam. Maybe we should go back and look for that Laura, but I don't know if we have the game sense for that just yet, so we're going to take the break on the pallet, maybe get some more stalk in. No, we're just going to leave. We're just going to go and start looking for our down Survivor, wherever the Laura is, and we're crawling right into the open, never mind. Seems like we still don't know where to stealth at.
It looks like the Survivors finally realized that they have to work the generators on the map, managing to get one generator popped and actually get some progress on that other generator on 7. And we are going to see 0 to 8 seconds running away from that generator, thinking that Kumi wouldn't just hook right on top of the progress generator. It's wasting even more time because now that generator is just going to be regressing when he could have been somewhere else, getting some other progress into other generators.
Dude, I'm not sure about you, but I think they just love stealthing out in the open, giving free stalk, just the exposed chases. Like, I think it gives them more of a thrill. Just a little bit more fun in their gameplay.
Yeah, I mean, and we see the pull come through, and Kumi knows exactly where a Deathhook Survivor is, but instead, we're going to go to 0 to 8 seconds. Who's going to get grabbed?
We still have no awareness. Oh my god, we still have no awareness on this team.
I think Team Value needs to be changed to Team Blind because we are not seeing where the killer is at any moment, getting grabbed off the gen and getting caught out in the corners of the map, giving up free tags. I don't know what I'm watching right now, but it certainly can't be DBD.
Dude, I know that it's a stealth killer and it can be a little scary, but, we still have eyes. We can still look around while working the generator, especially when the Survivors call that there's no eyes on the killer, but maybe they didn't. I don't know. They seem to be lacking on some comms here, but that's okay. We're still going to go look for that Deathhook Survivor, because we decided to not go for the tunnel out and just get the free grab on the gen. So we're just going to be looking around the map, noticing they got a heal here. And we're just going to protect our gens for now until, we see one of them running down the middle of the map, which is what they seem to have been doing this whole game. Still breaking pallets with Ku, just cleaning up the map.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to give up free tags like Team Value, you definitely have to reset because you're just going to go down if you don't. And let's see if Kumi can have any semblance of game sense. And once again, we see the Survivors from Team Value just absolutely oblivious to their surroundings and where the killer is. Easy, almost walking straight into Kumi's face. And man, I mean, just going right back to the generator, knowing that it has to be a trade from the Deathhook Survivor if they want to get it. You can just body block this. Yeah, Easy doesn't realize that he was stalked when the Ghostface was staring at him, trying to go in for the unhook and just getting down immediately. As we do see 0 to 8 seconds dying on hook because he got grabbed off the gen like a donut.
It's just another pain res coming in, possibly on just a bunch of 0% gens anyway. It doesn't seem like they're going to be able to maybe pop another gen in this situation. So it seems like our killer Kumi's in a very good position right now. I bet their Survivor side is going to be very happy to contest this very simple and easy win con. But who knows? We're still going to look for the Laura just anywhere to be seen on the map. Probably running down the middle once again, but who knows? We're just gonna go look
I mean, with Team Value's gen pressure, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see another gen pop, even if they had 4 Survivors on the board, let alone 2. but we are
Oh,
gonna
and we're
see.
just running into the killer again. Just no eyes on this team. Team Blindness added again.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
we
we're
need to
running through the
rename
back.
them to Team Blindness for the rest of the tournament today. So we do see Team Blindness getting their survivor off the hook. Maybe we're going to see an absolute insane chase from Easy for Naru to finish one of the generators, but I don't think we're going to see that happen with how blind these survivors have been.
Wait, we're kind of just thinking about where we're going right now. Maybe we're gonna find the lore. Okay, we found the injured lore. We're gonna chase it back to the bottom side of the map. Maybe recloaking a bit to try to catch off the Dwight. Who knows? There should be no pallets down here as well, because our coup de grace just doesn't like playing pallets, so we break them all.
I mean, yeah, has 3 stacks of coup and decides they might get juiced up by a survivor for 90 seconds and give up a gen pop. We're taking forever to get the swing through. I don't know if Kumi knows the perk that they equipped on the bottom there, coup de grace, because they are taking forever to get the swing through when they are within range. Now we are going to see them slug and try and find out Easy, which, to be fair, probably won't be too hard because Team Value stealthing has been absolutely abysmal this game.
They just have some pretty good progress on some of these gens here. They might be able to pop one more if they play it slow enough, but they seem pretty blind to the killer and been playing just a little bit aggressive on these pulls. And like I said, just running in the open, a little blind and oblivious to what we're doing today. We're going to get the down here, and it's going to be 4K2 by our killer Kumi. Very well played, Ghostface. Very well played.
I mean, if you're playing as bad as this Ghostface was with Game Sense, I don't know how a 4K2 comes out. These survivors absolutely trolling, running into the killer, just like giving away free tags like it's Halloween, giving away candy. I mean, just absolutely terrible performance. I don't know how the survivors can stealth this badly. I mean, every rotate was getting found by a killer that has seemingly no game sense. So, I mean, man,
It's just not
what a
even stealthy
matchup.
at this point. We're just running around for fun, just playing a little bit of tag here.
Yeah, I mean, I think yeah, that is what this game was. It was just a game of tag. On the stealth set, it was a game of tag. I will be curious to see, though, if we do see the survivors from Team Dream Chasers actually able to stealth, or are they just going to run into the killer's face like Team Value did. But we will see that coming up pretty soon. See you guys then. Hello, everybody. We are back with Dream Chasers versus Value. We have Value on the killer now with 0 to 8 seconds playing the Ghostface, and we saw them on serve give up a 4K2 result. Or sorry, let me correct myself. Not Team Value, Team Blindness actually, because we saw them running into the killer's face constantly. Now the question is, will we see Dream Chasers do the same? No, we actually see, surprisingly, someone is using their eyes, and I bet 0 to 8 seconds is really surprised about that. Probably because internal scrims, his team was probably just running into his face the whole time.
Yeah, personally, I'd be a little jealous if my team just could not have the eyes that this team has. Like, we're just already leaving Chase, though, getting a little stock on Adam. Just not really sure if we want to commit the easy one tap over here. Just going to start wasting some time going up the map, just, having a good little stroll doing just jack nothing over here. Still finding no one, the game sense of a little bird, just trying to find our way through. Still not sure what we're doing. Still looking for nothing. But
He's really
hopefully we're
stalking
gonna
that
pray we're gonna
generator
find someone
well.
over here. Like
Yeah.
we're just see there's our other little bird friend still just not going to it, not sure what we're doing. Oh, we actually do find someone with spies. Because we need a little bit of help with our game sense.
Yeah, I mean, once again, we see another killer that needs some game sense help, and Nia is just looking straight and running while they're getting stalked in the back. But 0 to 8 seconds is just going to drop. Does not want to commit anything. He's worried. Maybe he should have grabbed Ku like the last killer, because he's probably worried about his M1 chase. And once again, we see another crow pop off on top of TV room, but 0 to 8 seconds is holding true with Team Blindness. He does not see that crow popping off and does not want to go check and see if he can find the survivor up there.
He doesn't seem too confident in what he's doing, just kicking a bunch of 2% gens with no eruption because, we opted for Sloppy Butcher just to get no free tags, but actually we might get an insta down on a little blind Nia here, swinging through a pallet, of course, just not hitting it because why would we try to hit the survivor in this game, Seems like we're
Yeah,
gonna try to play the pallet here, but, we're gonna zone ourselves in the back. Okay, we're gonna play a little 50 here. Will we win it or will we not? doesn't seem like he wants to win it. We're just actually gonna stand still because why do we want to play the game that we signed up to play?
I mean, he could have just kicked that pallet and been fine, but Nia doesn't want to take the window. But a head-on coming through, I'm surprised the survivors have enough coordination to coordinate that. I was shocked when Nia didn't take that window. But 0 to 8 seconds, not even thinking about the possibility of a head-on play coming through as he just kicks another pallet and leaves. Is this guy going to commit a single chase? I don't think so.
Oh my gosh, and we're just not giving the comps that the killer is off us, giving a free tag just a little bit late into the match, which is still fine. We're going to start chasing Claude. We're probably praying that this is a faster chase if I was 0 to 8 seconds, but we have a few God pallets to play here. Instead, you know, we could have had it down earlier playing the 50, but we decided to just extend the first down, just for fun, you know, because why would we ever want to get some pressure on the map?
Yeah, I mean, I think Claudette took some inspiration from Team Blindness there, just wanted to give away a free tag. And running back into the area.
Into the killer.
I mean, the killer did not cross down. Why is Claudette running to him? I mean, Claudette took inspiration from Team Blindness and just wanted to play just like them. He is not going to make that window vault, but 0 to 8
Oh my
seconds
God.
has the game sense of a frog, not knowing that he could have made that swing even if they vaulted. He is just going to keep playing this pallet. He's so afraid of this pallet. Claudette is just waiting. I think she's playing the BS check spots, and yeah, we do see the vault coming in late as 0 to 8 seconds finally gets the first down. He's just so afraid to swing on that pallet.
I don't know about you, but it feels like 0 to 8 seconds just wants long chases. It's like he's just afraid of getting a quick down.
Yeah, I mean, we did see him get full stock onto Nia at the exit gate and then opt to try and play a pallet that if you break it, the survivor pretty much just dies and can't escape from. But, you know, we do see that with worst of the worst teams. We did handpick the worst teams we could possibly find that signed up for this tournament. But we are going to see him kick that TV generator again with no eruption, no nothing, just dry kicking it. And sees a crow fly off. Actually looking at the crow this time, he actually sees it. So 0 to 8 seconds might have gotten that new glasses prescription in between rounds. But no, opting to just get some more stock and just leave again. I think he wants to hold this 3-gen on top. But the thing is, if he commits chase like he does now, he is never going to be able to down a survivor in this 3-gen again.
It's like we just want free pulls to happen and just get nothing in return. We're chasing the Atom just to leave him once we get him all the way up to being exposed. Now we're going to go look for the Claudette and we're getting head on. It's like we don't know what we really want to do today. Seems like this team is very aware of how to play the survivor game, but you know, that's just not really good for our Ghostface player here because it seems like he's only ever practiced in pubs. Just not sure what to do on this map.
Soma, I'm going to pose a question for you.
What's up?
You see scratch marks in front of a locker that don't lead anywhere. Where's the survivor?
I don't know. It could be like one of those portals of Forgotten Ruins. Might be able to just teleport across the map, or at least that's what, you know, maybe a newer player would think, like 0 to 8 seconds here. And he's getting pallet saved. Why are we just picking up right on the pallet without checking?
I mean, he literally saw David around the area and decides to pick up under the pallet. I mean, Adam did a monkey play there and just popped the fog vial thinking that it was going to save him, even though the killer was right on his back. A killer trying to swing through this pallet like he has 500 ping. He, in fact, does not. He's not going to get the hit. No one would, in their right mind, swing for that. It's just going to pop Shroud and once again leave another chase of an injured survivor. 0 to 8 seconds, doesn't know what to do right now. He is under so much pressure. These survivors are not even making good plays either. They're running into them. They're getting in lockers right in front of him in 0 to 8 seconds. Just can't do anything about it.
It looks like maybe David hopped in that locker, or these crows could be from David running around. But again, we're just not going to check the locker where the scratch marks ended at. Instead, we're just going to run around, go find the Nia. Of course, she's not looking anywhere. But does that really matter when 0 to 8 seconds has no pressure on the map? And only one more gen to be completed for WinCon, I'm pretty sure. Or is it 2 more gens?
It will be 2 more gens to get WinCon for the survivors, and 0 to 8 seconds needs to 4K right now, which we all know that's not going to happen. As David vaults into him, and he almost misses that swing. 0 to 8 seconds, so close to whiffing that, but he does get the tag as David runs down, and yeah, we just see him drop another injured survivor. 0 to 8 seconds is playing the nice guy Ghostface, just giving everyone a tag and then full dropping them just to hold this 3-gen. And that TV generator has about 4 or 5 kicks on it, I believe, right now. So he doesn't realize that if he keeps trying to hold that, it is just going to run out of regressions, and he's not going to be able to do anything about it unless he commits a survivor. But we know Soma, 0 to 8
Yeah,
seconds.
that's
That is not
that's
his
not his
play
favorite thing to
style.
do. He just likes, he's living true to the Ghostface name, the Scream movie, just appearing, making them a little scared, and then just walking away. Ask them about their favorite movie. It seems like none of them want to give him an answer, though. And of course, leaving the active gens again just to take another stroll, because who wants to chase survivors in this game? We're just going to look around. Of course, no one's going to be here, because why would they be? Just taking another stroll up top, hoping someone would be in a terrible, terrible stealth spot like his team was last match. But it seems like they're a little more advanced on this side. Maybe had a little more practice. Of course, we have our little bird perk to help us because our game sense is a little bit lacking here.
He would not have found the survivor without that
Oh
perk.
no!
Oh,
And
and
she's
then
just
Nia,
as unaware as 0 to 8 seconds. Can she win this?
she
Oh
has
my!
she
You're
had
both so
a
unaware of what's going on right now.
sh-
And he misses.
Oh my god. I think 0 to 8 seconds might have some nerve damage in his wrist because this guy cannot swing for anything. He is just not flicking. It's almost like he's on a controller, which I think he actually might be
Yeah,
on a
he is
controller.
console.
That sequence of events was insane. What just happened? Nia being unaware of where the Ghostface was, giving up a free stock, and then Ghostface auto aiming on the pallet. Holy crap! I can't believe 0 to 8 seconds actually got it down, and it's in his 3-gen.
Yeah, it's almost like he's been trying to get this down for the past like 5 minutes. This whole early game was just spent up on this top side of the map trying to get that perfect little hook. And of course, we have our spies from the shadows to help with our, or should I say, lack thereof, game sense. Maybe finding the David that was off over here. It doesn't seem like oh, actually, we are going to spot him. Because why would we ever stealth in one of the rooms, keeping ourselves safe and away from the ghost phase? And is he going to play this terrible 50? Is Zero going to win it or is he going to lose it? Oh, and he wins it. Well played by Zero, I guess,
I mean,
finally winning something.
he's just so afraid to swing. He just had to wait until the survivor basically bolted into his teeth because he is just so worried about missing. Yeah, I mean, he's playing Mr. Nice Guy right now. He just wants to scare people and go back. Maybe he's trying to pass out some Halloween candy, But
Yeah, it is October, just in the spirits, just a little trick-or-treating. And again, just going back and forth doing nothing. Just having his own little fun, playing his own little game that I wish I was a part of because I'm not quite sure what's going on here.
I mean, it just looks like the survivors are bullying him right now. They're just running in his face and he can't do anything about it. It's not like the survivors are playing well with macro either. They're just running around in 0 to 8 seconds, can't do anything about it. But they're still not saving their teammate. They're just letting them sit on
last second.
They let him
Yeah, I don't know if that was the
second.
play. They should have just started running a little bit faster to get that free pull because the Ghostface was across the map from that unhook. But I guess we just don't like saving our teammates either way with Mr. Nice Guy on the killer.
Yeah, I mean, he saw the Deathhook survivor get unhooked in his 3-gen and decides to just go look for some other people. I mean, but the Deathhook survivor's running right into his face, so it doesn't matter. And I guarantee you he's not going to swing through his pallet. He actually does. He called my bluff.
I can't tell which team is nicer. They both just seem to love helping each other out here.
Yeah, I mean, they're helping each other out. They're not helping their teammates out. Letting the Deathhook survivor just try and cross alone while they're injured is just something special. I don't know, what these survivors are thinking. Let her teammate die. It was looking like they had it in the bag, and they're somehow throwing it away, letting 0 to 8 seconds get a tunnel out this late in the game. I mean, he basically got it for free.
Yeah, I'd say they just kind of handed it to him. Maybe they felt a little bad from the M1 mechanics we saw a little bit earlier at the pallets, but who's to say, trick or treat. This could be a little trick. They could have some more gen progress on the top side of the map. They do have quite the spread, so they could make something from this, but again, this gameplay, I'm not quite sure if they will. Maybe 0 to 8 can actually pull something out of this, but it's anybody's game with this type of skill level.
Yeah, I mean, he's just struggling so hard to find these survivors. The survivors are actually showing team value what to do, and that is stealth. They are just hiding away, and 0 to 8 seconds doesn't have the game sense to find them. And David is just chilling there, just sitting in the corner, giving up some free stock. But once again, 0 to 8 seconds. He's just going to go back. He's going to kick more gens. I mean, 0 to 8 seconds, more like 0 to 8 gen kicks, if you know what I mean, Soma.
Yeah, just, dry kicking all the generators when they're at 2% with no eruption seems like just the smartest play from our killer player here. And he's actually going to go back, and I'm not so sure if this is smart. Seems like he actually found 2 survivors, but, probably a gen at the top side's getting progress too. Not really a good position to be in. Maybe if he got a little bit of a faster down at the start of the game, it could have been a bit better for him, but he's opting to leave with, no shroud in play, so everyone just knows where he's going right now. Not really hard to find him. Seems like we're able to pre-stealth that. You know, it's not hard to pre-stealth the giant sirens chasing you from across the map, but he has his crutch perk to help with the lack thereof
So
game
much.
sense going back to the top side of the map.
He saw all that progress on this generator, and he needed the crow perk spies to tell him that the survivor was in this corner, and he still can't find them. Another crow's lighting off, and he's worried about the mid gen, not about his 3 gen. I don't know what's
I
going
mean,
through Zero to
again,
8
like
Seconds'
he's
brain.
dry kicking the 0% gens, but when he saw that high progress gen on the top side of the map with his little game sense perk helping him, he's still not opting to go put some pressure up there. Instead, we're going back to kick this gen, which is almost already, you know, at his 8 kick limit, and we're just going a full aggro on the gen because why respect the ghost phase? I mean, with this gameplay, there's no need to.
Yeah, I mean, just tag the survivor that you 99'd earlier. Get rid of all their stock. He actually is committing to something, though. The question is, can he get this down? No, he refused to commit any chases down here, so they still have all the god pallets on the map.
Well, he's almost walking straight into the wall, just not really sure where he's gonna go. You know, either one's insta down. He's just gonna go for the injure because you know he's bloody. Seems a little bit of an easier chase, but that top side gen should be popping relatively soon. He's still just not sure where he wants to go. Maybe he's a little overwhelmed with all of these spies from the shadow perk value that he's getting, and he catches the Atom off just sitting in the open, and he somehow misses this again.
I mean, Adam
Like-
just paying homage to Team Blindness and doing a little bit of a Team Blindness tech, but managing to go down on that pallet instead. I mean, I think 0 to 8 seconds kind of probably didn't read the patch notes when they added 8 kick limit to gens, because he is just kicking all of these gens. And man, these gens are gonna pop any second now. He does see the crow pop off, and he should know that the survivor is here. And will he find them? No, he's just
Yeah,
gonna
it's all the
kick.
crow to the right side, and we're just choosing not to go look over there. Like, I'm not quite sure what's the plan. Oh, we do find the survivor. Of course, she's not camping the pallet because, you know, why would you ever want to keep yourself safe from the killer? And she does seem to have smash hit, making a lot of distance. Very lucky for her after that terrible misplay. Now, are we going to commit or are we going to go back to the unhook? Because, you know, both gens are pretty high prog. But I guess he has a little more PRs to use. He could maybe find the David and get some more value. But
Yeah.
again, just not quite sure where he wants to go.
I
Just
wouldn't.
wasting all the time.
I wouldn't be surprised if how these survivors have been playing if they just run back to that gen. But Claudette is going to be caught out in rotation, dropping that pallet for no reason, giving the Ghostface a free down. So there's no way we're
Oh,
going to
they
see
are-
this turn into a 4K2. There's no way.
Oh
And Adam's running
my
out in the
God.
open. If 0 to 8 can just get one misplay here, can he win the 50? Or is he just going to get stunned? He gets
Oh.
the down. There's no way.
Trick or treat, Nathan. Trick or treat. Like, this is just perfect for him. Was that from the Atom, or does he even know who revealed him? Doesn't seem like he cares. He's just going for the pick.
He's gonna pick. He's gonna pick the survivor that David can finish the jet and get win con. I don't know how this game has turned around to be in 0 to 8 seconds favor for a tie, but no.
Oh,
David just decides to monkey sit the gen as they should have done sooner in the game, making this game way closer than it had to be. I mean, I thought the survivors had this in the bag, but somehow they managed to gift 0 to 8 seconds some downs and almost make it a tie game.
seems like they did actually give him a little bit of a trick, you know, a little bit of false hope into possibly a comeback just for the David King to be sitting on the last gen. And now they're going to do a little bit of stealthing. Of course, he can't find him without his little crutch perk. So we might be here for a little bit, just wandering around, doing nothing with our day. But of course, you know, I don't know how 0 to 8 seconds through that, but of course he did, you know, his lack of game sense.
I mean, you know, maybe if he committed something a little bit earlier on, maybe he could have done something, but he just kept kicking gens without any downs or tags to really give him any kind of pressure. And once again, we're seeing his lack of game sense in trying to find this stealthing David. But, uh-oh, a game sense perk. We see spies go off, and then David just running in the open. 0 to 8
Of course,
seconds.
we're going to try to stalk him in the open with both eyes on us because, you know, we just don't actually want any stalk, and we're going to M1 him anyway to just get rid of it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that cutoff play was. He does realize he can walk in between the wall and the pallet instead of just going in the middle and giving David more distance. But David is just not playing that pallet right, opting to try and play it up, which is just not possible when you're a player of this caliber to be accepted in the worst of the worst.
Seems like we're having to use spies again to find out where the David went. I wonder if our Adams got any progress on his gen. They might be able to make this a 4K0 again. This definitely should have been out with the progress they had, but with the worst of the worst, you can just never expect anything great from these teams.
You know, we have 0 to 8 seconds checking on a gen that hasn't been touched in about 10 minutes. And we also see no progress on this gen. So Adam has been effectively doing nothing. Probably just sitting in a corner doing whatever he wants to do. Probably playing a round of Clash Royale on his phone, I would assume. But we are going to see 0 to 8 seconds go back top where David was. He's just waiting for his perk to pop off. But no, if the survivors run in the open, he doesn't need spies, but he doesn't know how to follow scratch marks. David was just sitting right there, but he was looking to the right. I don't know what 0 to 8 seconds would have done this game without spies.
I mean, truly 0 to 8 kicks has been playing a very slow game, getting carried by spies from the shadows. You know, not really the best M1 mechanics, but he does manage to get the down. You know, I think David King was just feeling a little bit of pity, or, you know, he's just equally as bad. I can't really tell. They've both been playing pretty poorly here. Gonna finally get another hook, and it's going to be on the pain res, but maybe that gen already has 8 kicks, like you were saying earlier.
Yeah, I mean, we do hear that notification come through. He's looking at the blood from the person that he just dragged a hook, maybe thinking it was Adam, and Adam in true Halloween fashion, giving 0 to 8 seconds the candy, the treat that is the final chase, and just absolutely running into the killer's face. Oh, this is an unbelievable game. I have no idea how this had managed to turn into a 4K1 for 0 to 8 seconds. That game was looking like it was going to be a 2-stage and somehow turned into a very close result. But we do see the win coming through for this round from Dream Chasers. But not from an effort from them, from a lack of effort from 0 to 8 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know if you believe in check spots or guest spots, but I know these teams for sure believe in the guest spots. It's not really trying to play anything, you know, very efficiently or effectively.
Yeah, I mean, we saw 0 to 8 seconds come through with a horrible performance on the Ghostface, but maybe, hey, maybe they're coming up with Nurse. It's their pick. We'll see if they can play better on their pick. But, I mean, if we pick them for worst of the worst, I don't know if their pick is going to be any better. We saw earlier 2 teams play, and both teams played their pick horrendously. But we will see what these teams can do coming up with the Nurse set next. We'll see you guys then. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Worst of the Worst tournament. We're still on Value vs Dream Chasers, but we are
Can you
gonna
shut up?
All right.
I'm sorry.
No, you can intro it. You can intro it. Go.
I mean, they already know who's playing. Like, you just don't need to do this every time.
All right.
That's just my take. Anyway, we're already finding the first chase. You know, free tag. You know, as always, just oblivious to the killer. Not really sure what game we're playing. It's probably going to be a 2-tap, seeing how long this chase is going to last. Oh, and we just don't want to blink on the survivor, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, how are you doing? You know, I kind of feel a little bad.
No, I'm feeling terrible now, but it's fine. We got a Nurse set. We got an actual interesting build. You don't see these types of builds on Nurse usually, but it's going to be really fun and exciting to see. But we are going to see the Nurse taking 5 years to get this down after first tag. I don't know how this survivor has just completely run the whole map on a Nurse. But I mean, hey, if we're going to see it anywhere, we're going to see it in Worst of the Worst, you know?
It just feels like I'm watching your Nurse gameplay. It's a little too close to home.
All right. Hey, you want to talk about Nurse gameplay? We'll see your Nurse gameplay, Selma. I bet you wouldn't even be able to do better than Easy over here, who might very well be one of the worst Nurses I've ever seen, and I've played quite a bit of pubs against Nurse.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you say, little buddy. Easy's kind of the goat over here, you know, just blinking on a nothing, getting no tags, going back. you might want to take a little bit of his gameplay and incorporate it into your own. Maybe you can actually get a stage.
Yeah, I mean, I
But I'm
think
not sure if you can get more than one.
you know, I think Easy's a bit nervous about this pull because he keeps going back. He knows he can't get the downs fast enough, but he does manage to see the
Dude,
pull
look at
come
that
across.
fog pile. Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that is the fog piles that we added to this tournament. I think that is such a fun addition to have, and it just makes killers that are as blind as Easy not even be able to see where the survivors are running off to. And he does actually manage to find his tunnel out. I'm so surprised that Easy was able to find this, and he just blinks out of here, and Adam's running right into it, but he hits the dead hard. Easy swinging right into that dead hard, but is Adam gonna run into his face again? No, he's just gonna run away. But can Easy manage to catch up and hit the blinks? No, he's just gonna eat it, but Adam's gonna run into his
Adam is
face.
just as bad as the killer.
I mean,
Seems
yeah.
like we're getting another down. Maybe this is gonna be a quick tunnel out, because why would we sit gens while our Adam's getting tunneled out? We're gonna be blinking around looking. Maybe we might actually go somewhere this time, Nathan. I'm a little shocked if he's actually gonna do it.
No,
Oh no, he's going right back.
he's gonna TP to a gen that no one is working because he has the game sense of a probably like an electric eel. I'm gonna say this time. The game sense of an electric eel. Actually just managed to find someone. David running right into the M1. What is with these survivors and running into M1s here, Soma?
At least it's not like 0 to 8 brain cells from earlier on the Ghost face, you know. At least he's managing to get some tags on these clueless survivors. And they're doing just a little bit better than his teammate was on the Ghost face, but not that much better.
I mean, yeah, if we see a result worse than his teammate did on Ghostface, that would be a sight to see. But if anyone could do it, it would be Easy. But we are going to see him just camping this hook. He's so afraid of a save happening because he knows that if it happens, he's not going to be able to get the tunnel out fast enough. And he just lets his blink fall. What are the survivors doing? They FTP'd, but the instant tag, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't matter. See the FTP come through because he's just tagged anyway. So now you have a survivor that's also injured, but Easy doesn't know how to use his blinks. Has this guy played Nurse before? And he's swinging into the dead hard again. He saw it last time, but this guy has the memory of a goldfish. 10 seconds, and then he forgets everything that he saw previously.
Seems like we're gonna play a little bit of a trapper chase here, you know, just losing our blinks, finally getting that down after just the most horrendous dead hard I've ever seen. Somehow still hitting it, even though we know he has the dead hard perk. And 2 gens are coming through from this really, really long tunnel out. Honestly, kind of a good spot for Easy, but again, like it could have been much better with just, you know, blinking to nothing, getting no value from just our little game sense we have going on here.
You know, this would be a decent spot for just about anybody else, but because it's Easy, and this man has some of the worst blinks I've ever seen, I mean, but David just wants to run right into him.
How many blinks did it take to get that hit? How many blinks did it just take to get that hit?
I mean, that was 3 blinks it took to get that hit. And David is just once again running into Easy, just giving free downs. I think this is the only way Easy can 4K this game is if the survivors keep running into him.
Again, like it seems like the survivors would be able to do a very good job here, but they just they love to give and give and give, and just, you know, in the Halloween spirit, you know, a little trick or treat here. We're just gonna go around looking for some treats on the way for the pull, but of course not really going very far before we go right back to the hook.
Yeah.
And the unhook comes in. He's still just not even there. Like, he doesn't know what he's doing.
I mean, with the amount of free unhooks Easy has given, I mean, he might as well be passing out candy for Halloween. Because, I mean, holy, we do see the reset coming under hook, unaware that the killer's coming right back. But once again, Easy getting stuck on nothing. I don't think this guy's played Nurse a day in his life. He keeps getting stuck on everything. He definitely didn't do enough practice on this.
I think with the Claude running right into the objects in front of her, you think the down would have been fast, but both players are just equally as bad in this chase. But he finally managed to get the down somehow, just, you know, handing out candy. Of course, Halloween, we gotta love it, getting this hook. But he's just not gonna leave it until someone wants to get the unhook again, so does it really matter? This is really gonna help him in this game.
I mean, yeah, we just see another Painter's hook coming through, and we do actually find the gen that was being progressed, and this survivor is long gone. Actually, okay, so What just happened there? The survivor gave away the fact that they're getting the unhook by placing a fog vial right on the unhook. I mean, talk about giving easy and easier time at coming back to the hook to tunnel out.
I just don't think you understand the top tier gameplay that it took to put that fog vial down and still get no tunnel out. Now we're just going back to nowhere because we saw the unhook happen, and of course we saw him go through courtyard. So why would we be on that generator when a heal already came through? Like, both heals came through. We know that no one's working anything right now. We're still just going looking through the gens, just getting nothing done.
Yeah, I mean, Easy was in a position that looked like it was going to be 4K2 and there was nothing the survivors can do. And somehow, because of one fog vial, Easy lost all track of everything, giving Claudette their second win. And, like, I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know what's going through his mind, but if he's feeling any pressure right now, that means that blinks will be missed because he's already missing blinks before, but under pressure, you're going to miss more blinks. And yeah, he's just
You were
swinging
right,
at
just
nothing.
swinging at objects for fun, just loving to hear that little clank sound.
I think he got spooked by that pallet, I'm not going to lie. He saw
I mean,
that
it
pallet
is a
and-
horror game. It's a
Yeah.
little scary.
Yeah.
You know, as a nurse, you're not one to get stunned.
Yeah, really afraid of getting stunned there. Just wanted to hit that pallet to make sure it stayed up. But he's going to go back to the gen because he's so worried about it popping. And the survivor stacking, giving up a free tag. But Easy let another gen pop in the nurse 3v1. There's no way we see another one, right, Soma?
Dude, I don't know. It seems like these fog vial plays, they might be able to do just about anything. And of course, we're missing right into the locker. Just waiting forever to pull him out, finally getting that hook. And this is another fresh. We're probably going to hook him on a pain res to, you know, just make sure we regress that 1% gen across the map.
I mean, yeah,
Oh,
this
we're
is going to be
waiting.
the last pain res used on a generator that probably has barely any progress. So when Easy would need it later on, if there's some progress, he's not going to have it because he just wasted it right there. As we do see, I believe that his deliverance coming through. He hooked the wrong person. Oh no, Easy was in such a good spot, but he's somehow throwing it away. I didn't think it was possible to play this poorly on Nurse, but Easy is showing us that anything is possible.
Dude, he's finally getting the tag in as well, you know, just praying for something to happen after throwing that great position he was in. But, you know, in the worst of the worst, anything is possible. These serves could easily just run back into the killer, and he almost did. He's playing the pallet, finally getting the down. Good job, Easy, I guess. You know, it only took him forever.
Are we playing
gonna-
Dredge set or Nurse set? I mean, David's pre-dropping that pallet like he's playing against the Dredge, but David, this is a Nurse. I don't know if you could tell. She can blink through that pallet, brother.
Have to walk around, you never know.
Just giving a free down as we do see a skill check missed on that generator. Oh, these survivors are trolling, giving the killer some free regression, even though they're out of pain rest stacks. And this generator is high progress. Somehow Easy is making this game look like it's actually going to be outs.
Does he think someone's going to be up here just looking for hopes and dreams around the corner? Like, I don't know what this poverty game sense is, but finally he might actually be able to find someone and get a tag. But we're actually just going to go check the scratch marks in reverse. 'Cause why like, this is our first time on the killer. We're almost getting stunned. Almost getting stunned by the nurse, and we're doing a slow vault. Okay, we're vaulting into the killer. You know, just anything is possible today.
See, I think Claudette thought that Easy was going to have a quick reaction there to blink on top of her head. But this is Easy we're talking about. This man has a 500 milliseconds reaction time. As we do see the reset coming across the map. Now this 3-gen... Okay.
Oh.
Don't even need to know about the 3-gen because we just see the survivors right there. But Easy's going to blink back the hook even though he sees the scratch marks from both survivors. I don't know what's going through his brain. Does he think the 4th survivor's still alive?
Dude, maybe you're right. Those lockers might just be portals to other areas on the map, just thinking he could cross the map within seconds without him seeing it. Now we're just going to camp this survivor to death, you know, not really doing anything. We see scratch marks down the hall, but it's easy. 500 millisecond response time over here. And we're blinking upstairs. What are we doing? Just blinking around, just having a little stroll. We're going back to the hook, see more scratch marks. Probably not going to be able to get the tag here unless the survivor stands in the corner just giving it for free. Because, you know, this might as well just be like all the holiday spirits coming out at
You know,
once.
I know it's nurse set, but I think we need to put fixated on Nia because I don't think they realize that when they run, they leave scratch marks.
Oh
And
lord. Oh lord.
Easy, Easy's
Oh
missing this.
lord.
Oh my god.
Oh lord.
I think this is probably going to be a DS coming through. And she pre-dropped that pallet for life, probably. And Easy just takes it. Oh my god.
Oh my god, you can't make this up.
Can he hit this blinker? Chris Claudette.
Oh
Oh
my god.
my god! What is
Oh
he
my god.
swinging at? He's swinging at his defense. Claudette ran back up and he's gonna leave the Death Hook survivor.
Oh
Oh,
my god.
Easy, my boy, what are you doing?
Oh my god, Easy just feels so bad. He knows that like he's so confident that his serves are gonna play well that this has to just be, you know, like a little bit of just a charity treatment for this team. Just again kicking this gen, hoping that it's gonna do something. Now we're gonna blink off to nowhere again, just you know, just to go check on it. You know, pray that something's happening over here. Of course it's not Easy, silly little guy. Not sure what we're doing. We're seeing a reset coming through, and we're just gonna blink to the courtyard. We actually see some scratch marks, and we're just not gonna go check it out.
So we finally see some value out of that perk at the bottom there. Face the Darkness. It's about damn time that he's getting some value. He has not been using it this entire game. I'm not sure what the plan was putting it on the build if you don't know how it works.
Dude, he saw the value, and he still didn't go to it. Like, I don't know, man. It's just, he kind of just likes the art style of the perks, the aesthetic that it gives.
Yeah, I mean, sees the survivor scream, sees the reset, but just doesn't care. Easy does not care. He needs to hold these gens because the fourth survivor is still there, apparently. They're still cranking the gens while the other three is resetting, even though they're back at the campfire, and they have been for about 15 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna play the very, very slow game. You know, this easy kind of style. He just likes to draw the match out as long as possible just to get the same result. You know, it makes him feel a little bit better. It makes him feel like he tried a bit.
I think that's what we're noticing from Team Blindness here. They are just on the killer side, dragging out the matches, so worried about their 3-gens. Might as well change their name from Team Blindness to Team 3-gen, because, man, these killers are just holding generators. They don't care about any other info whatsoever. They just want to hold their generators and not leave.
Yeah, I mean, Easy taking a lot of inspiration from his teammate 0 to 8 kicks, you know, just trying to make sure he gets max kicks on all of these gens here. Still no tag coming through. We saw the scratch marks going upstairs, but we're not going to go look for them. We're just going to keep just patrolling these gens.
You know, I think Team Dream Chasers should be renamed to Team Free Tags because this David has given up so many free tags this game. But you're finally going to see Easy commit to a chase away from his gen. Soma, I think he might perish if he keeps staying away from them too long. He might just fade away. But, yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's just so afraid of these gens and it pops. This is what Easy was afraid of. He went away from his gens and it popped. He was paranoid for the right reason, but he still let the pop after holding it for that long. Oh my god, we see all the gens pop. That's insane. He does get the down on Claudette, but doesn't want to opt to hook her because the gate could be open, but it's already open. And Easy is going to get a 10-stage result on Nurse Midwich with this build. I can't believe what I'm seeing, Soma. Yeah, I mean, a 10-stage result on Nurse Midwich is insane, especially with that 3-gen. That 3-gen, all 3 gens were within blinking distance of each other, and he still managed to let that go through. That's insane. I I really don't know what Easy was thinking, but you know, we will see the next set coming up which is gonna be the nurse from Dream Chaser. So we'll see that soon. Hello, everybody. We are back with the Dream Chasers versus Value. Yes, Soma, I'm gonna say it again what the teams are. And we're seeing Dream Chasers on the nurse now, and already seeing the scratch marks at the start because Team Blindness just likes running into the killers, and that's a wall there, Easy. You gotta watch out for that, really sticking true to the Team Blindness name, running into that wall with his own fog vial. Dying on Paladin, and Nurse said, what am I watching? Soma, this game is starting off so fast.
Dude, I don't know what I'm more disappointed in, hearing you do that intro once again, or seeing that fast free tag into a free down. And we're going to go ahead and use a pain res on the 0% gen, you know, because we just don't really want to use our perks that we bring into the match. But of course, we're going to pop it, see the gen just explode through the wall, and we're going to try to get another free tag. And, you know, just blinking to no one, blinking to our hopes and dreams once more.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're finally seeing sets without the Game Sense perk, and these nurses just have no idea how to Game Sense without their crutch perks. But we do see scratch marks, and the Survivor is going in for a trade this early. I mean, I don't know what these Survivors are doing. They gotta get 10 stages out, or they gotta get 9 stages, excuse me, because the last killer got 10 stages. They have to get 9 stages, and you're trading this early in the game, and we just see JJ just walking down Easy. And Easy popping a fog vial like it's like he's gonna do anything. This is Team Dream Chasers, not Team Blindness like you guys.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest, these chases are just not really looking too good for them. The 0 to 8 seconds name really holding true for the rest of his team. Sadly, we haven't seen him in chase yet, but we have a Braxel on the ground still. Deerstalker in play. We could probably go find them, but we're pressuring the gens knowing that someone's gonna have to rotate for that pick. You know, maybe our nurse actually has a little bit of a game plan here. He might have actually put this match into practice a few times.
Yeah, I mean, I think we might need to change Team Value's name for the 3rd time from Team Blindness to Team 0 to 8 seconds chase time. I mean, these tags are coming in way too quick, and we still have a Braxel slugged on the ground. I don't know what this team is doing. They're opting to go pick up a Braxel instead of saving their Deathhook teammate. And now Easy is probably gonna die on this hook.
Yeah, our nurse seems very confident just standing here, not really trying to move or go anywhere else. Just very sure that he wants this person dead. 2 people injured. Still not sure where the Laura is, but knows that the Laura was probably the one to get that rotate. So he's just gonna sit here, very confident on that. But of course, nothing else is going to happen with him this time, so we're just going to, you know, kind of be a little bored here for just a few seconds.
I mean, JJ is so happy to be in this position. He has the game sense of a cow, and he's able to just camp this without needing to do anything because these Survivors are doing nothing. A Braxel gets reset, whether that was a medkit or his teammate resetting him doesn't matter. There is not going to be enough gen pressure for this game to go in their favor. A tunnel out of 4 gens already, and 0 to 8 seconds is just holding the sprint burst and just running into him for no reason, and he's gonna get down. JJ has the game sense of a cow, but he still managed to get these downs in 0 to 8 seconds, holding up to his name with his probably 4-second chase there.
Yeah, as bad as I feel, I mean, these chases are just much worse to watch. Like, this nurse isn't really having much of a hard time, even though he's not very confident on this killer. Still just kind of going around praying to get free tags, but you don't really have to pray when this team just hands it over.
Yeah, I mean, just getting that aura value from Undying and definitely going to help out with the game sense that JJ lacks. And another tag. Man, Team Value, bro, what are they doing?
Start the timer? Was that 8 seconds?
It had to be less. And we see the aura of the teammate going for the pull. I mean, 0 to 8 second chase time is just holding true.
Oh,
and that's a wall.
We are body blocking
the
our
360
team.
no scope. Oh my god, what am I watching? Soma, this match is like a fever dream. I didn't think teams could be this bad at the game.
I don't know, that trick shot blink was kind of fire, you know, just taking a little bit of a spin just to hit the already healthy Survivor instead of taking the injured hit. Now we're going to get this hook on Quentin again, right? And then we're gonna go look for this pickup with the Deerstalker. Of course, the pickup already came in, so you know, not getting much value out of this perk like we have been with Undying.
On who the Survivor was.
Yeah, my bad. I rarely see Quentin's in game anyway, so you know, mind your business.
Yeah, I mean, JJ is just putting up so much pressure. I mean, if the survivors just split up and split gens,
Oh.
they would be able to do something. We see a plot twist, but I don't know what that's gonna help. You need gen progress, man.
I also don't know if the plot twist is that smart, seeing him in the
Oh.
basement with Deerstalker across the map. Yep, and he is
Yeah.
very happy about that. I would be too, you know, getting carried by my aura reading perks.
The thing is, though, with the plot twist buff and a blink like that, I think they might be able to get up. They're still gonna get tagged, but I mean, they might be able to get up. Yeah, they do.
Oh.
And JJ, no,
Does he-
thinks
where's
they
he
can
going?
hide. I mean, well, he's just running for
Why are
the
we using a-
basement, and JJ's wasting a blink. I mean, like, what?
Look at the
What is
charity
happening?
gameplay just all around. Oh, not really sure where we want to blink. And we
Yeah.
lost him, so I'm pretty sure that is lucky break, losing all scratch marks.
I mean, JJ got into a good position and then decided to forget how to blink in an instant. I mean, he was hitting blinks all game and then just decided, nah, I'm gonna forget how to.
Yeah, just taking a little bit of inspiration from Easy's gameplay last match on the Nurse. And we
Yeah.
see another gen coming through with the injured survivor running right into the killer, just giving a little bit of a smooch.
I mean, did you
And
start the
seeing the
timer
aura
on that
across the
chase?
map.
Did you
Dude,
have
I
enough
wish I
time to
did,
start
but I
that
didn't even
timer?
have enough time. Yeah, no, I didn't even have 8 seconds to get it out.
I mean, yeah, bro, like, that was such a fast down. He's just running right into the killer. Team blindness holds true. I think they just love the charity of running into the killer. We saw it in the Ghostface set. We saw it in the Nurse set. They just are like magnets to the killer.
Dude, I'd offer to coach this team, but I honestly believe that some teams are just uncoachable with this type of gameplay. Again, just running around in the Undying Aura for our Nurse to come see. I'm pulling out my timer this time. Let's see how long this chase lasts.
Survivors found. Is the timer up?
Timer is up.
Okay, let's see.
Wait,
I mean, JJ's
wait,
giving
what is
the
this?
charity.
Oh.
It's still.
Oh.
JJ stood still for about 5 seconds, and the down still came in under 8 seconds. I feel like. I don't know how these survivors keep managing. It's impressive how fast these survivor downs are happening, not from the killer's sake, but from the survivor side. I don't know how you could play so poorly as to give a killer like JJ downs this quickly.
Like, I want to be impressed by the killer gameplay, but the survivors are just handing him downs left and right. Oh my, just running right into the killer. Like, it should be just a little bit harder for JJ, but it's really not. Just free downs.
You know, we were mentioning it, but have we seen a chase last longer than 8 seconds? I don't think we have.
Not this match. Maybe
think-
in the ghost phase, but honestly, even then, it seemed a little bit too short.
Yeah, I mean, it
We
was
find the
just...
survivor
Oh
again.
my
Oh,
God.
no. And we're running back into JJ. You know, just giving me another hug. Just the last one of the match. Now we're gonna start playing our hook game with
Oh my
Deerstalker. Shouldn't be
God.
too hard to find the last survivor.
Not a single
Yeah.
chase over 8 seconds. You can go back and time every chase in that game, and I feel like every single chase was under 8 seconds. I mean, wow, talk about telling the future of your games. You see,
Wait,
now you get off
he's off
hook.
the hook.
Was that a Kobe?
I think that was strength. Could it?
Oh,
That
wait,
was-
maybe it
was that
could.
strength? Is that the perk?
It
Is
doesn't
wicked?
matter.
I don't know. Low key.
Another under 8 second chase. I mean,
Yeah, one of those
I think-
table perks to show another 8-second chase for the montage.
I think Naryu wants to show that they are holding true to their name. Even when they get off in the end game, they're gonna just have another down. Man, a 4K3. Wow, that is impressive. Not from the killer side, from the survivors. That you can get 4K3 by this Nurse. I mean, JJ
I
is just
can't
sending
imagine
his
just handing
blinks.
that win con right over to him. Like, it's not. They didn't even try.
I mean, JJ was just
I just wanted to
sending.
give it to him.
He's just sending every blink, and these survivors are just running into him, man.
Hit or miss, I guess. You know, just full send every time.
Yeah, he is just gonna try and find 0 to 8 now. I mean, just showing how much he needed that Undying and Deerstalker to find the survivors, because he cannot find where he downed him.
Yeah, we're just gonna spend a little bit looking around, you know, hoping this perk like actually activates and gives him a little bit help here. Because again, like we just have no game sense to see where the survivor could possibly crawl to without our aura reading.
Yeah, I mean, Dream Chasers is absolutely showing up. I mean, I don't know. I didn't think there was a team worse than Dream Chasers, but I think Team Blindness really showed that it does get worse. It does get worse than pubs. But I think a pub killer would have been able to get a better result than JJ in this scenario. But what a crazy game coming through. That was insane. I can't believe we saw that many chases and all of them managed to be under 8 seconds. I mean, it's just cinema, Soma. It's just
I'd say
cinema.
like a total 1 minute long chase time with all combined chases that match. You know, very impressive. I didn't know one team could be so bad.
But yeah, that'll be it for this match. That was Dream Chasers versus Value. We are going to see actually another match today coming in. That's going to be in about an hour and a half. So stay tuned with that. But that's me done with the casting today. And Soma, do you have any final words about the match that you just saw?
I don't know, but I hope if any of y'all ever decide to join tournaments, just please don't be as bad as those teams were. That was something to watch.
Yeah, but that will be us signing out. Thank you guys for coming and watching, and we will see you guys later with another match in about an hour and a half. We'll see you guys then.
Bye-bye.